China deploys carrier killer missiles US F-35 ready in air combat beast mode in South China Sea. U.S. Marine Corps F-35B pilots aboard the USS Wasp, an amphibious assault ship, took off with externally stored missiles in the Philippine Sea, which suggests they trained for all-out aerial combat with China. The move came just days after China deployed its DF-26 missiles that experts say can take down U.S. aircraft carriers from thousands of miles away. The Wasp regularly patrols the Western Pacific and became the first ship to host combat-ready F-35s. The first-ever carrier-launched stealth jets. The F-35B is a short landing and short takeoff version of the aircraft designed for Marine pilots. Because of the F-35's stealth design, it usually stores weapons in an internal bay to preserve its radar-evading shape. So when the F-35 flies with weapons outside the bay, it's flying in what Lockheed Martin calls beast mode. The F-35 holds only 4 air-to-air missiles on combat-focused air missions, and just 2 when it splits the mission between air-to-ground and air-to-air. But with weapons pylons attached, Lockheed Martin has pitched the F-35 as an all-out bomb truck with 18,000 pounds worth of bombs and missiles in and under the wings. While the F-35 has never actually tested this extensive loadout, the F-35BS aboard the Wasp in January took off with 2 weapons pylons and at least 1 dummy air-to-air missile. Other pictures of the F-35s on the Wasp showed guided bombs being loaded up into the jets. Flying with dummy missiles and pylons under the wings trains F-35 pilots on how the aircraft handles under increased strain and demonstrates what it's like to have a deeper magazine in combat scenarios. Lockheed Martin previously told Business Insider that F-35s are meant to fly in stealth mode on the first day of a war, when the jets need to sneak behind enemy defenses and take out surface-to-air missiles. After the initial salvos, F-35s can throw stealth to the wind and load up on missiles and bombs, Lockheed Martin said. When we don't necessarily need to be stealthy, we can carry up to 18,000 pounds of bombs, Jeff Babian, general manager of the F-35 program, told Business Insider in 2017. China is seeking air-to-air dominance, but the theoretical implications of the F-35's loadout take on a new importance in the Pacific, where China has increasingly sought to impose its will on international waters. China has increasingly threatened U.S. ships in the region, with one admiral even calling for the sinking of U.S. aircraft carriers. China has responded to U.S. stealth fighters with a stealth jet of its own, the J-20, a long-range platform with the stated goal of winning air superiority. But experts recently told Business Insider that the J-20, as designed, would likely lose in air-to-air combat to almost any U.S. or European air superiority fighter. While the U.S. may be able to contain China's air power for now, Beijing recently deployed carrier killer missiles to the country's northwest. The U.S., in its recent missile defense review, suggested F-35s could shoot down these missiles in flight. The Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II is an American family of single-seat, single-engine, all-weather stealth multi-role combat aircraft that is intended to perform both air superiority and strike missions. It is also able to provide electronic warfare and intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance capabilities. Lockheed Martin is the prime F-35 contractor, with principal partners Northrop Grumman and BAE Systems. The aircraft has 3 main variants. The conventional takeoff and landing F-35A, CTOL, the short takeoff and vertical landing F-35B, STOVL, and the carrier-based F-35C, CV Cutober. The aircraft descends from the Lockheed Martin the 10th to 35, which in 2001 beat the Boeing X-32 to win the Joint Strike Fighter (JSF) program. Its development is principally funded by the United States, with additional funding from program partner countries from NATO and close U.S. allies, including the United Kingdom, Italy, Australia, Canada, Norway, Denmark, the Netherlands, and formerly Turkey. Several other countries have ordered, or are considering ordering, the aircraft. The program has drawn much scrutiny and criticism for its unprecedented size, complexity, ballooning costs, and much delayed deliveries. The acquisition strategy of concurrent production of the aircraft while it was still in development and testing led to expensive design changes and retrofits. The F-35B entered service with the U.S. Marine Corps in July 2015. Followed by the U.S. Air Force F-35A in August 2016 and the U.S. Navy F-35C in February 2019. The F-35 was first used in combat in 2018 by the Israeli Air Force. The U.S. plans to buy 2,456 F-35s through 2044, which will represent the bulk of the crewed tactical air power of the U.S. Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps for several decades. The aircraft is projected to operate until 2070. Program origins. The F-35 was the product of the Joint Strike Fighter (JSF) program, which was the merger of various combat aircraft programs from the 1980s and 1990s. One progenitor program was the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency (DARPA) Advanced Short Takeoff Vertical Landing (ASTOVL), which ran from 1983 to 1994. ASTOVL aimed to develop a Harrier jump jet replacement for the UK Royal Navy and the US Marine Corps (USMC). Under one of ASTOVL's classified programs, the Supersonic STOVL Fighter (SSF), Lockheed Skunk Works conducted research for a stealthy supersonic STOVL fighter intended for both U.S. Air Force, USAF, and USMC. A key technology explored was the shaft-driven lift fan (SDLF) system. Lockheed's concept was a single-engine Canard Delta aircraft weighing about 24,000 pounds, 11,000 kilograms, empty. ASTOVL was rechristened as the Common Affordable Lightweight Fighter (CAF) in 1993 and involved Lockheed, McDonnell Douglas,